Děkuju.
Děkujeme.
Děkujeme.
Dankeschön.
Děkujeme.
Dziękujemy bardzo.
Dankeschön.
Děkujeme.
Děkujeme.
Jsme součástí historie. 40 sezon radosti, 40 sezon emocí a 40 sezon lásky ke sportu, který tolik milujeme. A tak se právě tady sluší poděkovat všem těm, kteří stáli u zrodu NBLL a kteří ji dláždili cestu až sem. Dámy a pánové, vítejte na finále 40. ročníku Národní box lacrossové ligy. Dnes tento slavnostní večer ožívá odvěká rivalita. A tak na nic nečekejme a pojďme na hrací ploše přivítat ty, kvůli kterým jsme tady. Prosím, nejprve přivítejte ty, kteří jsou tady v hale na Jižním Městě doma. SK Lacrosse Jižní Město! Dámy a pánové, SK Lacrosse Jižní Město. Soupeřem Jižního Města ve finále nebude nikdo jiný než úřadující šampioni. A tak prosím přivítejte Custodes Radotín. Toto jsou ti nejlepší z nejlepších, toto jsou ti, kteří se vám představí ve finále jubilejního 40. ročníku NBLL. Samozřejmě nesmíme zapomenout na ty, kteří budou dohlížet nad dodržováním pravidel tady na hrací ploše. A tak prosím přivítejte rozhodčí finálového zápasu, kterými jsou pánové Vojtěch Šafner, Daniel Hagan a Václav Frank. A nyní, dámy a pánové, pokud je to možné, na počest týmů, které se probojovaly do finále NBLL 2025, prosím povstaňte a vyslechněte státní hymnu České republiky. Dámy a pánové, vítejte na Jižním Městě, vítejte na finále 40. ročníku Národní box Lacrossové ligy a především vítejte na...
Hello and welcome to the game we've all been waiting for, the final to decide the winner of the 40th NBLL season. The home team officially on your score sheet will be LCC Radotín, the 1 seed. Almost perfect, dropping just 1 point, just dropping 2 points in the regular season. SK Jižní Město, the 3 seed, upsetting Zbraslav, the 2 seed in the semifinal. However, a home court advantage could play in favor of the players in white, as this is their traditional home venue. Both teams winning yesterday in their semifinal matchups. LCC Red playing a strange game with versus Selb in Selb's first season. Selb dropping the 3rd place game to Zbraslav in the 3rd place placement game just hours ago. A tale as old as Czech time, yet Jižní Město and Radotín. No love will be lost here tonight. Radotín winning both games in the regular season over SK Jižní Město. However, Jižní Město picking up, while not considered a league win, a big overtime win in Winter Lax Cup in this January. So coming up on a year ago, winning their own home tournament. So a renewed rivalry to be sure, but yeah, we'll see what we have here tonight. Time ticking down here as opening ceremonies are wrapping up. Keys to the game, goaltending will be crucial. Tomáš Čekal has stood on his head in the opening game, denying the Zbraslav shooters, in the semifinal game, denying the Zbraslav shooters much of anything. And Jakub Mareš will be the goaltender for LCC Red. Dominik Sika spoke to me before the game. He believes Mareš will take the entire game. Both goaltenders, certainly top-tier goaltenders in the league, but Sika having a bit of a neck and back trouble. He says he's ready to go, but it will be Mareš starting and hopefully playing the whole game here tonight for LCC Red. Cameras are out and rolling. Pretty much a full house here tonight at Sportovní hala Jižní Město. I'm Brian Wetmer. We do thank you so much for joining. While we wait for the additional, about a minute 40 here, why don't you just send the link to a couple friends? Say, hey guys, there's a championship lacrosse here being played at Sportovní in Prague, at Sportovní hala Jižní Město. A duel for the ages, Jižní Město and Radotín. The one man who's probably seen all those matchups, Pavel Došli, number 10 for white, probably the longest playing active player, certainly the longest playing active player in this game. This will be an interesting matchup here as Andra Streblik and Honza Dobiash will be the 2 men at the face-off dot just about probably every face-off. Dobiash winning the clamp on that one, but dragging it right into the stick of Lukáš Kučera, who's able to eventually gain possession. Matiáš Knotek, he's going to go down Main Street. Opening shot, saved by Tomáš Čekal. Instant offense for Red. 26 was still on that shot clock there. Forechecking from Kučera, can't deprive Plešmid of the ball. And Jižní Město will play probably for a little bit longer. Vitek Sherry, a scratch from last night, active to tonight's roster. I believe in the absence of Tomáš Jakimčuk. Another save here for Kuba Mareš, so both going for a basket catch there. It's Matej Barak and a pass from Kuba Vimala. So both goaltenders have their opening saves here tonight. And Honza Fischer, the hot hand for SK Jižní Město. Podružek, the transfer from Malešice, fires it over to Bambušek. Returns it. Podružek. He'll have a shot. That one! Wow, Mareš got a big big chunk of it, but not enough to deny Podružek. Podružek has the opening goal in this game. He was injured the last time these two teams met up. Glad to see he's back healthy. So Jižní Město draws first blood. And Streblik picks it up, curls away, and he'll play for Kuchera. So both faceoffs have been controlled. Oh, Rolik, he'll squeeze a shot out of this one. Another save, Chekal. So Radotín has not played offense for probably more than a combined 20 seconds. Stanek swings for Fischer. Over to Podružek. Bambušek curling up above. That one finds a pipe. Barak will challenge him for it. Barak can't get the initial check, but making a trail check on Bambušek after the Schuta. Keeping Fischer to the outside. Good defense there. Another shot and a save. Marish standing his ground, and Kressel comes up with this one. No Jižní Město players want anything to do with trying to forecheck Matěj Kressel, and they'll change. Vojta Paulus gets a good stick on this one. And Peck flying off the bench. Knotek has a good chance there. Vojta Paulus spinning, trying to get out of this one. Ball forced loose. Matias Knotek, Kuchera underneath. Kuchera finds the far side. Beautiful forechecking pressure from Radotín. And a perfect placement. Kuchera was held scoreless last night. He had 2 assists, I do believe, but no goals for Lukáš Kuchera in the semifinal game, which is very unlike him. And he has the opening goal for Radotín here tonight. You can see in your replay here, Tomáš Chekal just dipped a little low here, and Kuchera just put it right up where Grandma keeps the cookies. Pressure here, Tomáš Knotek. Big body here from Martin Hodan, forces it out of the stick of Matěj Gizal. Petrak will stay in play. Doschli blocked in front by Tilscher. Schuta does a good job keeping it loose, and Tilscher will come up and running. Here comes Jižní Město. Gizal, hounded by Hayek. He'll keep him going in the corner. And Hayek comes up with the ball. All the way up for Loskot. Loskot in alone. Fake finish, Loskot. Jirko Loskot in all alone. Jižní Město kind of looking around saying, I think they only had 3 players on the floor. Certainly nobody back to guard Jirko Loskot. A huge ball from Tomáš Hayek. Camera couldn't keep up with him. Loskot faking once, twice, and finishing this exact same spot that Kuchera placed his home. So Radotín, while going down the first goal here, able to tack on 2 quick ones. Kuchera coming up with an all-important loose ball here. Matěj Barak getting into the back of Pleshmid, maybe a little too much. And an illegal screen called here. And Kolensky will try to have a check on the hands of Žežinček. And Jižní Město will look to get their 5th player on, Nešbor. Doschli spinning for Stedry. Podružek gets this one to go. Certainly not moving too fast, but Podružek has put both of his goals in the back of the net after getting a big touches on Marish. So Marish looking to find his footing and find his ground here in this game. Has contact with the ball on both shots, but both shots still count, both up on the scoreboard. Kressel bumping off Dobiash. Tilsher can't pick it up on the first play. He's forechecked by Fisher. Joining is Petrock. Ball forced loose. Streblik has 2 seconds to clear it. That ball traveling out of bounds. Cibulka was the intended recipient, but he can't handle it. And Vojta Paulus will be approached by Matej Barak. Doshli trying to run through Barak. Has Stedry underneath. Still alive there is Sherry. Sherry was pushed from behind, I believe it was by Streblik. And Jižní Město will return to the offensive set. Doshli playing for Bambushek. Neshbor off the shoulder of Maresh. This ball all the way up for Barak. And Kuba Kos comes up with it. Kos for the hot hand, Podruzek. Podruzek certainly considered having a shot there, as he will do now. This one just missing, had the far side open. Kolensky can't gather this one. And here comes Kolensky on a breakaway. Deciding not to push the luck. Kolensky a healthy scratch yesterday. The young transition player, also a face-off option here for Custodes. Lost got Prokaska. Prokaska has the top side. Knotek has 7 to shoot. Getting underneath. Kuchera off the face mask. Fleshman getting through, but Loscott doing a great job. When the clock strikes midnight, Loscott makes a beautiful wrap check and pulls the ball out of the stick of Fleshman. Knotek for Knotek. Faking underneath. Twister pass to the far side. Cibulka will gather. Knotek. Wow, Knotek to Knotek. That's a beautiful ball there. Need to work on the timing coordination of that jumping celebration, but a beautiful backdoor cut by Mateusz Knotek and a gorgeous feed. His first assist of the Final Four for Tomasz Knotek after having 8 goals in the semifinal against Selb. I think all props need to be for that handling that terrible pass from Cibulka. That's not an easy pass to catch. Streblik has the clamp on this one. He'll go back for Shruta. I would love to give you some more qualitative information about some of these players, but just back and forth electric action here in the NBLL Final Four. Peck had a quiet night here yesterday. Rolik. Kuchera. This one can't find anything. Peck will have to go back. Can't keep that one on the offensive half. A full 5 change here. Podruzek will let Stedry leading the playoff points. Stanek finds Dosha underneath. Curling. Swallowed up by the pads of Maresh. Rolling there as Kolensky kept it over the goal line. Cibulka plays for Mateusz Knotek. Down for Loscott. Loscott spinning to Peck. Peck down for... They ruled Mateusz Knotek ran through the crease and then received the ball. Can't do that. And so Fisher will carry over the half line. Bambushek. Sherry. This one saved by Marsh. Got all of it and kept it out this time. Not a bad shot by Sherry. Back in is the call as Hodan moved that ball back into his crease. Fisher, big shot from the outside. Gathered by Kressel. Kressel looks for a pass. Plays Brock. And now Loscott looking for options. Andre Streblik will stay in play. Rolik off the helmet and up and out of bounds. Onya Streblik very slow to get off there after the reset. I certainly want Tomáš Knotek on the floor instead of Andre Streblik. Streblik does have a fantastic shot on him, but I'll take the guy who scored 8 goals yesterday. Loscott in tight. That one beats Tomáš Čekal high as well. Loscott has 2 goals. Beautiful play by Loscott. He has 2 tonight. I think all credit to that one. I had to watch the replay to find out what happened, but Prokaska will not get on the stat sheet for that one, but Prokaska set a beautiful pick to allow Loscott to just kind of slip into the gritty zone there, the place where no one really wants to be. Peck turning on the motors there. Gets all the way across, but Čekal there for the save. Kuchera will press Podružek. Vimola forcing Fisher wide. Kuchera bumping Podružek. Vimola bumping Podružek. He'll keep the pressure on, and now Fisher will go after Stedry. Sorry, Tilsher will go after Stedry. Doshli, pressed by Hayek. Podružek in tight. Has a bouncing ball, save. Creases the call, but Fisher right on that rebound. Had a golden opportunity. You just keep those toes out of the crease. And now Loscott, the most recent goal scorer, will move for Cibulka. Not a great pass. Whoa, and Loscott takes the hit from behind, gets up unfazed. That shot will be blocked, but not a reset. Very importantly here, so it's still 23 to play. Loscott surveying the field. Has Knotek. Has Kuchera. Kuchera for Cibulka. Knotek goes low on Tomáš Čekal, where he was very solid last night in the semifinal. A lot of the goals for Radotín have come high. Kuchera up for Knotek. What a save, Tomáš Čekal! Are you kidding me? Full splits and making the 5-hole save. A beautiful press by Radotín. But the highlight here is not the forecheck. The highlight is the beautiful save by Tomáš Čekal. Tomba will need to be excellent here tonight. Barak getting past Doshli. Has Matej Knotek ahead. Another save, Čekal. Here comes the forecheck. Kos has that one. Numbers advantage could be coming for Jižní Město. Podružek, far side, rings the iron on that one. Matej Barak is all the way ahead. Here comes the ball, it's a slow pass. If he fires that one, if that's Tomáš Hayek throwing that ball. Another save, Čekal. Good forecheck there from Martin Peck. And now Barak will guard Petrok. Big chop there, Barak. And now Petrok from the outside. He has 5 to shoot. This shot blocked in front. A bouncing ball does get to Marish. Sometimes those were the hardest to handle. Kuchera at the midfield. He'll clear in time. Loscott plays for Cebulka. Kuchera over the top. Down for Matej Knotek. Getting higher. That one will roll over and back. Radotín looking for a call there as Loscott was flattened off ball. Nobody closing out on Podruzek. See if Radotín learns their lesson. And a beautiful save there by Marish after the unreal save by Chekhov. Marish shows he's up to the task for some highlights as well. Prokaska. That one trickles through the wickets of Chekhov. Not a very common occurrence. If Chekhov has a piece, he usually has the whole thing. But Tomáš Prokaska adding his first goal of the playoffs. And you see that one just caught, but not all the way. Oh, 3 bounces there before it crossed the line. A heartbreaker for Tomáš Chekhov, but oh wow, Kressel with a big chop on Drizal. Petrek tries to go to the 5-hole. Kressel did a good job forcing him to a minimal angle. Tilscher with a face-off stick there is giving Streplik a break. Lukáš Kuchera. Knotek. Good save there by Chekhov. And here comes the... Oh, Drizal from Drizal. Ondra Drizal started the season with Smikov. Sorry, Ondra Drizal, yeah. Matej Drizal, both brothers. Pekka, 3-on-2. Shot. That one goes topside. I think Jižní Město's defense was expecting some of that razzle-dazzle, extra passing Radotín offense, but Martin Peck says, hey, everybody else is getting their first goals, as LCC had really quite a stifled night last night, says, you know what? I've seen where Loscott and Kuchera found their goals. I know where I'm going to put this one. Top left beats Chekhov, and just like that, we have a score of 6-2, and all momentum is in favor of Radotín right now. A fairly even contest at the face-off dot. Knotek drawing attention and swinging for Cebulka. Loscott getting over to that one is Prokaska behind the back. And there's Matej Knotek. Never seen he's just like his brother. Never seen a shot he didn't like. I think that one actually might have beat Chekhov. We'll see it on the replay. But beats Chekhov's short side, very uncharacteristic for Tomba. Yeah, might have been off the short side toe. We'll see it from behind. Beautiful behind the back pass there from Prokaska. Yeah, that's short side, maybe a short side bouncer. Tough to tell from my wonderful scaffolding castle. Ooh, a tough play for Bomb. Ooh, and a big check there, Kressel. Kressel's going to take the body on that one. Bambushek wants nothing to do with it. And honestly, neither do I. Loscott. Neshbor will have to stay in play. The shot clock is off. 12 on the game clock. Behind the goal is Loscott. Feeding in front. Peck. That one's in. The floodgates have opened here tonight, where you saw a very constipated LCC Radotín offense last night against Verselb. There are no questions here about the offensive capabilities of LCC Radotín. Jižní Město without their coach here tonight, Adam Ondrzejczyk, as he is in England with the women's national team. We will see what kind of coaching adjustments can be made. You know, you certainly have veterans like Pavel Doshli. Podružek's been around for his amount of time. So that will take us to the quarter break here. I'm Brian Weber. Thank you so much for joining us for the first 15 minutes. I promise we have 45 minutes remaining. We'll see you for second quarter action after this. Hello and welcome back. Your 40th. Petrak mauled there by Kressel. Here comes Kuchera for a breakaway. Petrak coughing it up. Kuchera, whoa, my God, going for the razzle-dazzle there. And the first save for Maciej Zelinka. Zelinka, a goalie change here. Czekal is still fixing equipment here on the sides. I'm wondering if that's a... And Streblik outrunning Vimielka. Another save, Zelinka. Barak blocking out the ball. Streblik might have checked it out of the stick of Barak. Rolik running full speed ahead. Streblik out of gas on that one, and Stanek will clear the ball ahead to Bambushek. Czekal looked to be furiously fixing some equipment on the side there. And another shot and another goal for Andra Podružek. Sorry, I was looking over to the bench to see what might be going on with the goaltending change here, but might just be an actual goaltending change. Zelinka has played very well this season. So your third tally, ooh, looks like Podružek is feeling himself. Feed the hot hand, the hot yellow gloves. Tilsher can't get this one out of. Dobiash misses the loose ball. Neshbor has a beat on it, but he'll get. Oh, and another missed opportunity here for Dobiash. And Tilsher can't pick it up with that shovel of a face-off stick. And Kuba Marish with the opposite of a shovel. A big fishing net basket. Jesus. We're all human. I'm not great at this. Prochaska playing down for Knotek. Knotek has Peck on the backside, knocked down and caught almost clean. Peck has a great check on. A simple push is called here. We have yet. I don't agree with the call either, and the Radotín faithful are the first who will tell you what they think of it. Stedry saved by Marish. Loose ball here. Doshli not going to get there. Shruta wisely chasing down the ball. Doshli and Shruta will change. Some incidental contact between Loscott and Doshli. Not the kind of guys who would intentionally run into each other. Prochaska playing with Loscott. That one shot. Zelinka saves Zelinka, sorry. Zelinka making his first 3 saves here. 4, sorry. Rolik did travel through the crease, and so that will be a Jižní Město ball. Forechecking Loscott. Can't drive the ball from the stick of Vejmielka. Good on-ball defense pressure from Matusz Tilsher. Neshbor. Fisher. Kick save by Maresh. Kochko has Loscott underneath. Cutting is Knotek. And he'll try to get his ball back from Voitopoulos. Voitopoulos does remind me of the dwarfs in Lord of the Rings. That's not a slur by any means against dwarves or Voitopoulos. I think he just very low to the ground, very stocky, very well built. I think it's kind of hard to force guys like that off the ball. Podruzek looking for 4. Hayek. The athleticism on Tomáš Hayek. If he ever tried to be like a run through everyone and go to the goal guy, I would love to see it. Not his game, not something he does. Knotek. Backside. Matias Knotek from Tomáš Knotek. We saw it once in the first quarter. Zelinka was definitely feeling his first 5 saves against Radotín there, but this one cannot be one counted against the goaltender there as a flying tall frame. We talked about the, Voitopoulos maybe being a Gimli type character. Matias Knotek is an ent. He is a tree. He's a very tall, I don't want to call him gangly, but he's very tall and skinny. Lukáš Kučera coming up with this one. A big pick set there by Kressel, and Kučera swinging through literally swinging through the contact of Neshbor, and he'll roll it for Loscott. Rolik open on the back door. Loscott sees him, looks through to Rolik eventually. Peck firing, iron. And Rolik with a beautiful loose ball there, and he'll play for Loscott. A standing Lukáš Kučera. Tomáš Čekal has his helmet back on in the substitution area. Jižní Město has given up 10 goals in this first half. Not where they want to be, but I don't think they're playing awful lacrosse. I don't think they're playing bad defense. I do think that LCC Radotín's offense, whatever was not jiving last night, is jiving tonight. I do think the onus here is not on Radotín to continue. I think the onus is on Jižní Město. They have to disrupt this, or this is just going to be one of those games we've seen over and over and over again where Radotín just steamrolls their opponent. Prochaska. Oh, trickling in, a heartbreaker for Zelinka. And as mentioned, make it take it lacrosse, as there was a violation on the faceoff of some sort, giving the ball back to Radotín. Back-to-back goals here without a white jersey stick touching the ball. Looking for some help here as Šežníček heads to the faceoff instead of Dobiash to try to oppose Streblik. He'll just go down heavy on the ball. Does a good job forcing it loose, forces Streblik to the ground, but there's Filip Rolik. Has Matej Barak ahead. I got a little excited. I do apologize. Luscott getting underneath. Rolik a little asleep at the wheel down there. Rolik, Luscott with 10 seconds to play. Knotek. I don't know how the stick got out of the hands of Rolik like that. Ball still loose. And Ježíšek planting that left foot in the crease. And here comes another end chasing another, well, the same Gimli type character. But now Doshli. He'll be watched by Kuchera. Swinging past the tall Kuchera. Oh, Vimola will have himself a breakaway. Chased down by Stedry. Twister off the shoulder of Zelinka. Vimola didn't seem to have the energy to want to run. Oh, outrun Stedry. Stedry did a good job getting back on that one. Neshbor playing on the outside. Not much inside presence from Jižní Město. A big cross check there. Kuchera forcing out Doshli. Sherry not on target, and Kressel will run. Sabulka does not know there's a player behind him. A great play from Jibal, who also started his season with the Smikov Grizzlies. Matej Jizal makes the good play up to Kost. Both of them will change. Jizal thinks about it. Oh, a good stick from Kolensky. Might have gotten a touch of that. Coming out of the doors, Tomáš Knotek. Oh, an uncharacteristic miss wide. Kept that one live was Matej Knotek, but to no avail as Petrak, the eventual receiver. Stedry will carry. Bambushek, watched by the offensive player of Matej Knotek. He has to be careful to watch himself for a penalty here. Playing from behind the whole time is Matej Knotek, but a new 30 for... Big checks there from Shruta. Shruta dry. Oh, wow, and Vimola's... Are we going with a major on this one or not? Vimola absolutely crushed Doshli in the head. It would be a soft 5. Yep, they're calling him. I call that a soft 5, but it's definitely more than 2. That's a soft. Now, I think there's something in between the rules here, because that's definitely worth sitting down for. I definitely think Vimola should be sitting for 2, even though their goal was scored. However, a goal was scored. Like if he has a 2, we're returning to 5-on-5. There's no real punishment for having a play like that, you know. But it did look pretty significant. So Jižní Město tallying their second goal of the quarter. And a golden opportunity to score here as a a goal scored live does not come off. So they do have the opportunity to score not just 2, or not just 1, but 2. Podruzek down for Doshli. He can't handle. And Kressel. Kressel, the fastest player in the NBLL, and we've seen it. And you're not catching that. So, 2 goals are possible on this major here before we return to 5-on-5. We'll see if LCC can kill it. We're already down to about 4 minutes here. We'll be at 4 minutes likely by the time that Radotín has a shot on goal or dumps in the corner. Luscott. Knotek. Knotek save, caught clean by Zelinka. Returning to the power play is Jižní Město. Fisher, the man to watch, joined by Došli. Skip for Sedri. Podružek, Došli. Behind the back to Fisher. Fisher off the leg pad of Marish. Struta was there to block that one out. That would have been a tough shot to get through. Stanek joining the power play on the right side. Došli. Sedri, a tough pass to handle there. Tomáš Hayek is up ahead. Whistles that one for Peck. But more like shoots it at him. That didn't take much time off the power play on that kill attempt. I don't know. I'm sorry. Podružek. Nespor ripping the stick out of the hands of Barak. He'll have to play without one. Došli having a hard time seeing the ball maybe, but a couple of very uncharacteristic drops and hiccups for Pavel Došli. Struta playing for Cibulka. Kuchera, certainly one of the players you do want to have possession of the ball during a Knotek. Forcing through Pleshmit, goes over the top. Cibulka can't catch that one clean. Could have had himself an opportunity as well. Oh, wow, and a great job by Ondra Zizal. Running in transition. He's going to have himself a look. Oh, off the leg pad of Kuba Marish. That was a beautiful shot. Could have been a big juice goal for Jižní Město. However, still adding value to his team's power play by tacking on an extra 7 seconds onto the shot clock. Podružek. Into the belly of the beast of Marish. And Kressel's going to run a timeout used here as Kressel was going to run over Bambushek, I'm certain of it. So Radotín will receive an additional, a 10 count. The 10 count does reset with the timeout. So the onus to clear. They have 10 more seconds to do so. I haven't used the word onus in months, and I just used it twice in this game. Radotín still looking to take some more time off here, but we are under 2 here, so down to the duration of a minor. However, 0 goals have been scored, so 2 goals can still be scored on this major penalty by Vimola. The first penalty of the game, should add. Loskot, the best teammate in the Czech Republic. The official has placed the ball on that white cross. I don't think that white cross actually means anything for lacrosse. Pretty sure it's a handball marking or floorball or one of those sports that I don't understand. I don't understand this sport. Rolik for Loskot. They'll try to play on a 2-man side. 5 to shoot. Knotek can't handle that one clean. They'll throw that one to the corner. And Pleshmid will hustle to get the ball under the stick of Fisher and Došli. Kolensky joining the power short unit here. Looks like a seal play, but Kolensky has to hustle for this one. Gets behind the net. He's still running. Kolensky with a beautiful, smart play. Good for you, Martin Kolensky. Pex gets out of a dangerous situation there. Watched by Stedry. Dancing is Martin Peck. 5 to shoot. Oh, wow. Great play. Kuchera flipping it into the space, not to Cibulka, but into a space where Cibulka can grab it. And we are under 30. This could and likely will be the last power play opportunity on the 5 from Vimola. So what could have been a momentum swinging major penalty That save from Marish could mean Radotín gets out with no consequences for that major. Barak saves, only cut. Knotek behind the back. That one does not get to the goaltender. And we return to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Stedry. Vimola ripping the stick out of the hands of Stedry. Shuta bullying Sherry. And a shot clock violation. Kochko having words with Sherry. I would love to see that. Honestly, I hope that happens in this game. I'm going to speak that one into existence. Rolik was all alone in the back door. I'm not sure he knew which left-handed player had the ball. Backdoor, Luscott off the iron. Wow, what a check by Matias Knotek. He's a great goal scorer. I think he's also the best forechecker. What a, Jesus Christ. Good for you, Matias Knotek. Luscott, oh, what a tough pass from Tilsher. Matias Knotek, he was behind Kupa Pleshmid. All the way behind him. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a pass for Prokaska from behind the net. Streblik puts the fire out with G-ball. Petruszek, all alone. Shot, save Marish, are you kidding me? Now, you saw Tomasz Chekhov go full splits. Kuba Marish did not go full splits. But man, what an athletic save there for Kuba Marish. And he'll have to do it again as Tomasz Knotek running down Kuba Kos. Kos is in though. Save Marish. Back-to-back breakaway goals. Goal saves for Kuba Marish. No goals. Anti-goals. That was a cool hidden ball trick. They both threw it to Luscott, the fake guy and the guy who actually had it. Oh, it's good. Good try. Put back attempt there. Knotek picked almost clean by Matej Gizal. An absolute unit of a defender. Does not lift to mine. I've been told he does not lift weights. It's just something in the water, I guess. But absolutely corn-fed. Big body of Matej Gizal. Petruszek maybe losing his rhythm just a little bit here. Stanek doesn't get that one on goal. And with, so does that say 1 second remaining? Sorry, we don't have a visual of the game clock. I looked over and it said 0-0-1. I wasn't sure what I saw on the clock there, but that will do it for first half action. I'm Brian Weber. Please come back and join us for second half action. NBLL Final 4 action after this.
Ve prospěch LCC, kdy u Jižního Města se nám trošku zadrhly opory v útoku. Tam to stojí hodně na Ondrovi Podrouškovi a LCC na to, jak včera to stálo pouze na bratrách Krotkou, tak dneska se zapojuje celý útok a padá jim tam i to, co včera prostě tam nemohli dostat.
Je to tak, my jsme v přenosu několikrát zmiňovali, co by mohlo být receptem na tu zatím pevně vyhlížející obranu Red Custodes Radotín, tak se o to pojďme podělit ještě jednou. Co by potřebovalo Jižní Město do té druhé poloviny finálového utkání?
No, v obraně určitě zlepšit přebírání hráčů, protože LCC dává spoustu gólů z jednoduchých příležitostí, ať už přečíslení nebo někdo sám na brankovišti, a v útoku se rozhodně potřebují rozjet opory typu Honza Fischer, Pavel Došlý, Bambušek, potřebují dát nějaké góly z dálky, nedostávají se ke střelání při přesilovkách, což je překvapivé.
Máme před sebou ještě minimálně 30 minut hracího času. Co můžeme očekávat od druhé poloviny utkání? Je vůbec možné, aby Red Custodes Radotín podcenili druhý poločas?
Nevím, jestli podcenili, možná přijdou přemotivovaní a možná nějaké tresty by mohly pomoci Jižnímu Městu vrátit se do zápasu a Jižní Město potřebuje udělat cokoliv, co jim otočí ten zápas. Nevím, co si říkají v kabině, jestli chtějí hrát víc házet balón nebo trošku přivostřit, dostat LCC pod tlak, aby byly nějaké šťouchačky, vznikly z toho nějaké vyloučení, tam by možná byla příležitost pro Jižní Město.
Tak se nechme překvapit, za několik málo okamžiků začíná druhá polovina finálového utkání NBLL 2025. Vy si užijte zbytek poločasové přestávky a za malou chvíli se těšíme zpátky tady ve středu dění.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Third quarter action awaits us for the NBLL championship game. Final Four weekend. I'm Brian Whitmer. We thank you so much for joining us here on the NBLL_CZ YouTube channel. Kressel coming up. Wow! The call did come from the lead official, but Peck will not wait for the 6-on-5. And Radotín will take their first power play opportunity 14 seconds into this one. Matej Gisal with a big chop into the face of Matej Kressel. Kressel did a good job getting that loose ball off the draw. And your power play unit will be Maciej Knotek, Tomasz Prokaska, and Lukasz Kuchera on your left side. Brother Tomasz Knotek and Martin Peck on the right side. A good look, just a little bit late here from Peck. That one skips off of Peck's stick up and into the rafters. Peck will make life hard for Kuba Pleshmid as he plays the high side. He might be in danger of a 10 count here. Oh, Lukasz Kuchera had that one dead to rights. And Maciej Knotek comes up with this one. Maciej Knotek with a nice loose ball there on the power short as they call out their play. Only 9 to play here as Kuchera steps in. He'll have a shot blocked in front by Petrak. Petrak not able to pick it up wisely. I think he tried to pick it up. The wise play would be just to leave it on the floor. And Jižní Město will try to kill the last 55 seconds here. And Hayek will opt not to pursue Podružek in a double team. The youth of Albert Stedry playing for the anti-youth of Pavel Doshli. Oh my! Ondra Podružek. That ball was not moving a million miles an hour, but a shorthanded goal puts Jižní Město on the board here first, leaving a clean, even 30 seconds. One last shift available for somebody to either play short or play up in the penalty to Matej Gisal. Ondra Podružek with 4 goals here tonight. So Malešíce is outscoring Jižní Město by a score of 4-1. And Hansa Dobiash allows his team to get out of this penalty, likely goal-free. Sherry gonna pay the price for that Zezicek pass, and here we go, 3-on-2. Kressel opting not to join. 10 seconds in the power play. Hayek hustling to the bench. Well, got Kuchera. And Prokaska, your power. Tomasz Knotek fumbles that one. Big body there. Matej Gisal. Bambušek sneaking in backside. Oh, what would have been a highlight reel goal for Bambušek. Catching it, I wouldn't call it catching it clean. Good legs from Martin Kolensky, just getting out of the pressure. The forecheck here. Petrak giving a lot of pressure to Maciej Knotek there. But Maciej Knotek gets the last laugh as he's wide open in front. And Zelinka with a big save. Jižní Město opting to stay with the goalie change. Zelinka going into the second quarter and now starting the second half as Tomasz Čekal was, I thought, doing a reasonable job. I thought it was more of a defensive. Tomasz Hayek will now run. Oh, wow. They're going to go with a Radotín penalty on this one. That's a bad call. That's a bad call. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing here is a bad call to a defender and an offensive player. We're tied up, and you know what? Just really not affecting the play. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. Jižní Město will have a power play. Yeah, let me hold the last guy on the floor. Good idea. So, Doshli sets a beautiful pick there. Diving play. Goal is good for Bambushek. Gorgeous feed from Fisher. The dunk play as Marish unable to get to his post. And Jižní Město draws within 5. Streblik and Dobiash, your main 2 combatants at the face-off dot. Kressel, the agent of chaos in there. Knotek ahead for Loscott. Oh, just a little too tall for Loscott. Fumbled here in transition for Jižní Město. And Tomáš Hayek will, whatever Stedry is going to do to him is not going to dislodge the ball. So Stedry will change and get another defender out. Rolik was, oh my, Stedry, or sorry, for one of these young guys, not Formanek. Jesus, Philip Rolik was wide open on the back door. Maciej Ježníček comes up with the ball. And now Koss will clear. A double is coming. Bambushek plays. Oh, and Podruzek's stick that has scored 4 goals is now broken. Great time to plug the Good Stick Company, who does sell lacrosse sticks at an affordable cost. Great catch by Stanek. That ball, I believe, in a defender. No reset has been signaled. Streblik in transition, joined by Matiasz Knotek. And Cebulka. Knotek opts to slow it down for once in his life. Knotek feeds in front. Cebulka had a chance of that one. Tomáš Knotek had fighting to get an opportunity out of that one. Now Pleshmid will find. Is that Neshbor? That is Neshbor. Podruzek playing with a different stick. The other stick was yellow and black. This one white. We'll wonder to see if anybody with a power drill over there is trying to. Oh wow, Hansa Fischer making a lot out of nothing. A lot of getting a great pass as 2 Radotín players had his head against the boards. Great play, Hansa Fischer. That shot ultimately not on goal. No reset there, and a shot clock violation gives the ball, whoa, to Radotín. Prokaska mishandling the pass. And now Maciej Knotek mishandling. Kuchera. Whoa, no hit. There's the hand up. Somebody has it. And a holding call will go against Jakub Koss. It's one of those darned if you do, darned if you don't plays there, as Kuchera did have Koss beat to the top side. Radotín did not score on their most recent man up, and they did not score. They have not scored at all this period, or this half, which is the same thing. As we tick down to the 8:45 mark. A big stand here for Jižní Město could give them the juice they need. Peck going for the exact same play. Going for literally the exact same play that Jižní Město just scored with Bambushek's dunk goal against Marish was Tomáš Knotek. That one sniffed out and played very well by the Jižní defense. Spelled with an S like a normal people. And here we go the other way. Vimala will likely pass and change, get the power play unit up there. Loscott, Knotek, Prochaska, less than 10. Matej Knotek gets a reset out of that one. That should have... I'm not sure why that wasn't a reset. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things. Fisher. Bounce pass for Podruzek. Still playing with a different stick. And Neshbor. Neshbor skipping ahead for Stanek. Fisher will need to get something out of here going the next. That will not be on cage. And with 32 seconds remaining, Radotín will have one last shot to try to get this power play goal. Prochaska stepping in, playing for Tomáš Knotek. Big block, I believe in front. Oh, and checked free out of the stick of Ondra Gizal. Tomáš Knotek not playing with any sort of lacrosse stick. And wisely moving the ball ahead was Ondra Gizal to avoid the 10 count. You do have 10 seconds to clear the defensive half once you gain possession. And here comes Kupakos out of the... Oh, sorry, his brother Matej Gizal making a pick play right after his younger brother made the knockdown, defensive knockdown. So good 30 seconds there for the Gizal family. Bambushek, face mask of Marish. Floating pass up for Tilsher. He's going to get a look at this one. Tilsher, far side. Kolensky's going to have still available here. Wild action here in transition as there are only 4 players really involved. Another big check, Knotek. Petrok has to haul that one down. Doshli can't get up for that one, and a new 30 here for Radotín. So a whole lot of nothing, but 2 big saves here for Matej Zelinka. Tilsher sprinting the floor. Sabulka in tight for Prochaska. He dives. That will not count as Prochaska is laying in the crease. A whole lot of smoke machine for nothing. A good putback by Rolik, but does not count as Prochaska was taking a little nap in the crease. Well, Vimielka has his pass knocked down by Kuchera, but no harm done. Stanek for Fisher. Fisher all alone. Save. The legs of Marish. What a play. Stanek, but he has nobody there to help. And Stedry, good for you. Fisher loads up off the legs of Marish. I don't know what. I'm not a goalie. I will never be a goalie. However, it seems that if the leg was hit by the ball, those plastic pads would create some kind of rebound. I don't know how some goalies don't allow that rebound to happen, but Kupa Marish is doing a great job keeping those rebounds close to the body, close to the crease where his defenders can grab them. Loscott, shot. Oh my! Might have been tipped by at least one defender. Zelinka sliding post to post, and Tomáš Knotek has added LCC's first goal of the half, restoring a 6-goal deficit to the home team, the technically home team, the home arena team. Sorry, I had my microphone switched off there for a second. Prokaska, nice one-timer attempt from Konotek. Wow, they're going Prokaska on that one. They gotta grab both of them. That's a bad call. How do you defend that? They gotta take them both. That's not good. Well, we'll see if the implications of this penalty called here will affect the score or not, but a 2-minute roughing or some sort of interference assessed to Tomasz Prokaska. And Stedry instantly capitalizes with a nice slow roller on the far side of Marish. So that goal does wipe the penalty off the board. We'll return to 5-on-5 lacrosse. A beautiful pass from Fisher here. Stedry just dipping his stick around the defense of Martin Hodan. Marish was in a good spot. Stedry just found exactly the place he needed to be. And another save there. Zelinka is definitely the right choice here as Kuchera folding Sherry in half. Seeing if Stedry wants to be next. Kuchera and Sherry absolutely love each other. I thought that was it. I thought he folded Sherry in half like a cheap 10, and I thought that was going to be the spark that save Zelinka. So a big 30 seconds here for LCC. We'll see. Oh, underneath. Knotek goes high side. Zelinka up to the task. Ball ahead for Kost. That is eventually corralled. Slow to go is the Jižní Město offensive unit. Podružek will be guarded by Hodan now. Doshli goes for a shot from a lesser angle, but Marish up to the task, and that ball goes out of bounds, rewarding Jižní Město with another 30. Stedry. Bambushek. Good pick, Doshli. Moves Vimola out of position. That one can't get on net. Oh, just out of the reach of Stedry, rolling harmlessly into the stick of Zelinka. And Radotín will retake the ball on their offensive half with no clear needed with 2 minutes to play here. The Radotín faithful cheering for a title here on the 40th NBLL season. Kuchera. The Jižní Město defense not engaging. Rolly can't get a hold of this one. Still 12 to play here. Vimilka bouncing Rolly off the ball. Vojtopoulos shovels the ball off to Petrak. And Fisher waits for the last offensive player of Stedry to join. Stanek. Wow, Emil Stanek. A beautiful slip play there to set the up pick, curl high, and Emil Stanek, I don't know if he closed his eyes, but he put everything he had into that shot. Pings the top corner on Marish. Good for you, Emil Stanek. Sets the pick, curls the outside, and bang! Emil Stanek with a beautiful goal. Hayek. Ooh, a very rare missed loose ball opportunity for Tomasz Hayek. But there for the ball is Streblik. A reaching catch for Peck. This one bounced wide. Could be a cost opportunity. Prochaska doing a good job making it ugly. And Vimola plays it in his favor. Prochaska, he'll wait for help. Last player is Sabulka. And Matias Knotek dancing Pleshmid, dancing Zelenka. Pleshmid was in the correct place to make a defensive play there, taking away one pipe, but that fake moved not just Zelenka, but the defender Pleshmid off the pipe. I wish I had long arms. That looks like so much fun. I did the exact opposite in the third place game here today. Dobiash down for Bambushek. Podruzek. Good check there, Streblik. Not giving up on the play whatsoever is Streblik. Good for Andras Streblik. Playing with a face-off stick there, stripping the highest goal-scoring Jižní Město player of Podruzek. Tomáš Knotek getting on the top. Into the belly of Zelenka. A late check there, Vimelka, certainly within the bounds of this game. Nothing nefarious or ugly about it, but a later check. Oh wow, Kubakos, I'm not sure if he intended to bounce that, but absolutely slams that one into the sport court of Jižní Město, and Kuba Marsh was in the right spot, but I don't think he really saw a whole lot of that ball. So Jižní Město fighting back a little bit, still down 5 as we head into the fourth quarter. And here we go, fourth quarter action. If something dramatic is going to happen, it's going to have to happen early here for Jižní Město. But that opening faceoff is certainly not what they need to happen. Here is Lukáš Kučera. Peck with a big first shot here. Knocked down by... Oh, and Matias Knotek again on the forecheck. I bet he's got him again. No way. Here we go. He's going to pass it. Martin Hodan, goal. Nope, he goes underneath. I'd pass the Huddy. Oh, my goodness. Matias Knotek. You know what? Say whatever you want. I don't know what you can say back to Mateusz Knotek stripping your player 3 times. What's there to say? Mateusz Knotek is a fantastic forechecker. A scoring talent, and he's like 17 years old. He has told me, Canadian coaches out there, he is interested in heading somewhere this summer. If you're looking for a gangly left-handed scorer who can forecheck like that, let me know. I'll put you in touch. Strublik batting that ball back. Luscott has Sabulka. Sabulka can't handle this one clean. Knotek back for Luscott. Underneath. Hand up. Shot wide. Luscott, beautiful job pulling off the boards. And Mares slow to the bench. Still 15 to play here. Rolik, the 6th man. Luscott. Knotek. Prohaska. Flip pass, Kuchera, whatever your name is. Rolik, reset. Koss can't get a hold of that one clean, but the referee says he got enough of it. And here we go with a Radotín power play. So Mateusz Zibal will sit. Zibal is like a colt, like a young horse. So Mateusz, the young horse. That's not wrong. He's like again, one of these 17-year-old Jižní Město players, came up through the youth program. I wouldn't say he runs like a horse, more like a deer. I think a horse is like, running through things, and deer kind of sprinting around. Tobias, a check to Luscott. Gets a touch on the leg pad of Zelenka. Big pick there, Pleshmid. Down goes Peck. That hurt. I do think that is the right call, not sending Pleshmid for 2. Sometimes the most stationary picks, if the guy's not looking, just that simple little bump on the hip that can knock the wind out of you. Knotek backdoor, Lukáš Kuchera. That ball was not in the stick of Lukáš Kuchera for more than half a second. And Mateusz Zibal will exit the penalty box, and we will return to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Zelenka still in net here after his 3rd quarter of the game. Tomáš Čekal still has a helmet on, still has a stick in his hand. All the signs of going in, but I don't know, maybe he's just feeling like, hey, this is not my night. Zelenka played more games this season than most seasons prior. Petrak has a hard time handling this one. Brock tangled up the legs of Petrak. Nothing nefarious there. Just sometimes those gangly limbs of human beings get tangled up. Kressel stalking Bambushek. This one bouncing. Vimos smacking the head of Petrak. That one probably wouldn't wind up well in the favor of Petrak, but Vimola telling Petrak exactly what he thinks of his cooking. I don't know. I don't know what you talk about. Knotek pass through a check. Has a beautiful pass for Kuchera. That one can't connect. Still 7 to shoot here. Knotek saves Zelenka. Zelenka diving on the rebound. Zibal and Prohaska exchanging pleasantries. Lukáš Kuchera getting a gentle touch on that. Get the ball out of the stick. Ježíček and Kuchera not saying nice things. Doshli loads up, a pass for Stedry. Stedry has a good shot on Cage. This one still fought for is Kolensky in there. Nice play by Ježíček to play for 30 more seconds of Jižní offense. The pass for Fisher, not cleanly picked off by Kuchera, but played nicely. Kolensky will have to run from Gizal gets through, circling the net, floats a pass up for Peck. Good to see Peck off the bench after that pick from the forecheck. Under 10 to play here. In tight Peck. Good shot there. The extra check on the back, I'm not sure about that one. Softer calls have been made in this game. Matej Gizal getting away with one there. Peck with a good cutting opportunity. Pays the price. And here comes Kressel. Hunting down Petrak. Big check right on the hands. Forcing Petrak to the boards. And Petrak will change. Pulling on Neshbor. He'll receive the ball from Bambushek. Less than 10 to play here as they just settle in their offense. Shot from Podruzek. Looking to get hot with his second stick here. Stedry can't get this one to go. Has a touch play there. Vimala bodies whoever the corpse in the corner is. That Stanek? Looks like it. That didn't feel good. Kressel having nothing to do with the pick from Stanek. Tomasz Hayek will not be there in time. Hustling the ball out of the stick of Zelenka. Prokaska will cut through. Prokaska down. Sorry, Knotek down for Prokaska. Backdoor. Knotek, one-timer, can't go. The offensive rebounding of Radotín is absolutely not the game changer, but a game changer. Is he going to get this one too? Oh my God, look at Matej Knotek. He's going to shoot it. This one can't be kept on. Adam Kuchera plays a little floor ball. Kuchera takes a bump from Koss. Starts heading in Koss's direction, but the coaching staff of Radotín says, Kochko, get off. Nice one-timer attempt there from the Knotek brothers. Oh, man. Another soft call here is Lukasz Kuchera's going to go. This is a refereeing clinic, isn't it? We can ask Lukasz Kuchera what he thinks of that one. Not published. There's a black bar over his mouth as all the words are pouring out of his mouth. I understand Czech. I understand English. I don't know what he's speaking right now. I'm just kidding. He has a smile on his face. What else can you do with that one? Just smile. Doshli plays for Bambushek, looking for the skip to Podruzek. I'm not sure if that was a pass or shot. Either way, knocked down by Matush. Oh, and that one eventually called by the officials. Knocked off the ventilation system. A floating ball for Tilsher that would have been a valid play at LCC Radotín's home arena with no ceilings. An outdoor arena, but this one, Pavel Doshli trying to beat Marish 5-hole, not having a good day there. Marish is fantastic with that 5-hole. The short steps of Martin Peck. Dobiash gives him a, hey, how are ya? Lukasz Kuchera has to sit for 55 more seconds, matching his jersey number. A whistling shot. Ondra Gizal selling out his body, blocking that shot. And Matej Knotek says, I bet I could take the ball from him too, but the coaching staff says, hey, let's get off and let's play some 5-on-4 defense. As Adam Kuchera opts the stop spot to try to watch Podruzek. Down for Stedry. Podruzek again. Here comes Barak. Fisher has a shot. Fisher had the man behind the net, looks him off, and pounds the top right corner. And exiting the box is Lukasz Kuchera. I do believe Jižní Město is 3 for 3 on soft calls from the official. I am checking our point bench here, our provider for statistics. I'd like to see exactly. Oh, and that ball eventually won by Streblik, but a good job by Gimli. Vojta Paulus driving Streblik to the substitution door. And Martin Peck, or sorry, Kolensky. Oh, that should have been a whistle. He should have had it. Kolensky could have gone on a break there. Kolensky taking a big check from Pleshmid there. Ruled a, illegal screen, moving pick, whatever you want to call it. Just way too much contact onto a defender. If Kolensky had picked that clean, it should have been a quick whistle, but alas, Radotín will have 30 more seconds of offensive play. Knotek to Knotek. Underneath. Good play there. There should be no call. Wow, that's a... Zelinka made the contact. And look at Mateusz Knotek. God bless your heart, Mateusz Knotek. Goes forward and says, hey. And you know what? Mateusz Knotek did not even argue the call. He went to the official and said, it's 2, right? It's not 5? Good for you, kid. I believe Zelinka initiated that contact. No, he was going for the save. I don't believe he was going out to hit the player, but I don't know about this one. And Fisher will go for a sit. Now, this is probably the first real 50-50 call that I believe has gone against Jižní Město. This will bring about 4-on-4 lacrosse. And Mateusz Knotek looks over at Hansa Fischer and said, "Man, I don't know what they're calling here tonight, are they?" So here comes Tomáš Knotek. Good check there. Vojta Paulus doing a fantastic job here. Playing one of his better games. Lukáš Kučera skins. Oh, wow. And as soon as I say Vojta Paulus, good job. Another good show of sportsman here as Vojta Paulus puts his hand up and gives a wave to Martin Peck. I didn't see that play. It looked off ball as Lukáš Kučera seldom misses that one-on-one opportunity. So an unusual sight here as any Jižní Město player is sitting in the penalty box, but now we have 2. So a 4-on-3 opportunity here, not a 5-on-3, a 4-on-3 opportunity as Knotek is still sitting his interference call here. Peck mishandles. Watched by Viemielka. Down for Tomáš Knotek. Over. One-timer off the pipe. And Prokasko. Skips Knotek. Well, Kučera did not want anything to do with that one. A very unlikely, uncharacteristic turnover for Kučera. He's playing a little slow, a little lazy here today. Has some goals, has some points, but kind of standing on that back pipe, and as opposed to they call it the black work here in Czech, is Albert Sedry is not, his feet don't stop moving. Mateusz Knotek, feet don't stop moving. Podružek will be doubled, gets out of it. Sedry still moving. Stanek can't handle this one clean, and here comes Šruta. 4-on-3 here for another 45 seconds as in the Knotek penalty. That will bring about a 5-on-3 penalty. I get a quick wave here from Mateusz Knotek. Tomáš Knotek will throw the ball back to the left side no matter what. There he goes again. Winding up Sabulka. Loscott knows he has no chance of keeping this one over and back as he's just there to watch. Zhestinček. I can't read numbers. 5:24 to play here in this game. Two offensive players and one defensive player here in the box. Neshbor will be hounded by Barak and Hodan. Good play there for Sedry. Sedry has the advantage, I do believe, over Kolensky. He'll just try to take 15 more seconds off this clock. Loscott, the offensive player. Oh, and Neshpor falls. Here comes Loscott. Diving. Can't get this one to go. I don't know why there was a whistle there. It was a shot wide, but the ball did not impact Jirka Loscott. Petrak does not know the ball is between his feet. And Matias Knotek. That ball was, oh, and a big body there. That's, anyway. Kuchera absolutely buried Podruzek into the boards. Whether it's a penalty or not, you can see the replay there. Tell you what, write in, text me, what rule was broken? Fisher now escapes the box. As Paulus has an additional 5 seconds, Jižní Město will wind up in the power play here. Podruzek, that shot off the back of Hodan, I believe, and here comes Tomáš Hayek. Vojta Paulus was the first one in for Jižní Město. So now, while that was going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for Radotín, we do see a 4v5 in favor of Jižní Město. Keeping his feet is Kuchera, hounded by the big body of Zizal. Big over-the-head check there. And now Kuchera will try to get the ball back. Paulus, shovel pass, up ahead for Viemelka. Nice smart play for Dobiash. Down for Zizal. All defensive players minus Stedry. Now Doshli, the veteran, out the door. He'll be walked by Kuchera as well as Tilsher. Stanek driving off. He actually picked Lukáš Kuchera into the perfect place to pick that pass off. As Ježíček says, hey, I want to win a title. I'm going to come take that ball from you. Slip pick there by Knotek. Fake. Plays for his brother. Also a fake. Another fake. Bouncing that one wide. A short-handed goal, Matias Knotek, my absolute favorite player of the game. Adam Kuchera gives him a quick tap on the glass. Score is 16-9 in favor of LCC, I had that right, in favor of LCC Radotín. Adam Kuchera still has 38 seconds in his penalty. He's excited to get back out there. Fisher will flip for Doshli, but hold on to it. It's a hidden ball trick. Sherry down for Podruzek, skipping for Bambushek. Podruzek has his 5th goal of the night. Ondra Podruzek had a little bit of a drought there in the 3rd quarter, but getting the crowd going is Ondra Podruzek in those bright yellow Brockport lacrosse gloves. We are back within 6. I mean, you see all the kids with the sidearm shooting. Ondra Podruzek has hit nothing but net with perfect overhand form. This ball knocked off. Kolensky can't beat Fisher to it. Fisher with the face-off stick. Oh man, I wanted that one for Hansa Dobiash. Hansa Dobiash, I would say maybe a little bit. They 45% at the face-off dot. Maybe a wise call here for the Radotín bench here. Said, hey guys, we're up 6. About 2 minutes to go in this game here. Not a whole lot we need to do here. Winning by 6 and winning by 7. Not 6-7. Not a whole lot of difference. So let's just play our game. Make sure manage any potential comeback by Jižní Město, and let's just run this game out and seal the deal on the 40th NBLL championship. Marish heads back to his crease. Officiating crew getting together and saying, hey, what are we watching out for here? Loscott starts with the ball, watched by Pleshmid. Nice little bump from Pleshmid there. Peck's running right by his player, faking far side, Martin Peck. I am quite certain that was not what was drawn up in the LCC timeout. However, beating the pressure, Martin Peck just shows that stick high side. Quick two-step, moves underneath, goes underneath. Martin Peck also looking for a home this summer for any of those potential Canadian clubs out there. I believe Martin Peck might be 18 years old. I have seen his parents. I don't think he's going to be growing too much. But a shifty little righty. Flip pass for Loscott. Shaking off the pressure of Neshbor. Cibulka takes a check. Kuchera jaunting through traffic there. Knows exactly where every Jižní Město player happens to be. Oh, Koss trying to make a break out of it. Loscott turned aside. Kuchera. Should have been a reset. No reset here. Kuchera gets that one up and out of bounds off the helmet of Pleshmid or Thibal. I'm not exactly sure. Probably should have been a reset, but Kuchera's shot makes it no difference. Loscott ruled in the crease. Had that been a goal, it would not have counted, but Zelinka on top of the shot all the way. Petrak floating a pass up somewhere. And Podružek. Oh, Kuchera's going to sit the rest of this game. But Doshli has himself a goal. So the hand has gone down. It looks like to be a minor there. Podružek got hammered high by Kuchera. So the cross-checking penalty, which absolutely was a correct call. I have been open and honest about my opinions on some certain calls, but that was absolutely the correct call. Andre Streblik doing the hard work at the face-off dot into the back of the stick of Struta. Struta gets away from Neshbor. Big ball up for, oh, underneath. No goal, as that is ruled in the crease. I think they're absolutely correct on that one. He seemed to just drag that, whereas he might have had to leave his feet, but Philip Rowley kind of dragged that lead foot. Good forechecking here from Kolensky. Here comes a double. Tilsher and Kolensky. Kolensky playing the high side. Getting through is Fischer. Fischer's in sight. Goes high and saved by Marish. That shot can't get through to the goal. Matej Brock's on a break. He's going to play for 30 seconds. Matej Brock is a very intelligent lacrosse player. Big check coming home. And Pleshmid dump. That's an absolutely big missed call there. Is a big check from behind on Barak. So as we tick down in the final 30 here, Knotek swimming through, watched by Petrak, floating the ball up for his brother. Petrak will get through the forecheck of LCC. Not a whole lot of time on the clock. The shot clock is off. Pleshmid. Checked by Kuchera. Kuchera going for the stick. Big hit, Vimola. And that will do it. Your champions are LCC Radotín. A well-fought team, a well-fought game by both teams. Certainly a well-spirited performance from Jižní Město. 17-11 your final score. Just a solid all-around effort from both teams. However, Radotín's offense and power play conversion, not to say anything diminishing about Jižní Město's power play conversion, as they did seem to commit or convert just about every power play opportunity as well. Both teams playing great. Goaltender's playing great. Zelinka coming in off the bench, giving his absolute all. Maresh standing tall the entire game. I'm Brian Wimmer. Thank you so much for joining us here. Be sure to join us next season. Be sure to join us forever. We do welcome you to become a big fan of this league here, and we thank you for everything you do and continue to do for the sport of lacrosse all around the world, and we'll see you next time.
Tady s Pavlem Došlým po finálovém utkání mezi LCC Radotín a SKL Lacrosse Jižní Město, které skončilo skórem 17-11. Pavle, jak by si zhodnotil utkání po včerejším senzačním postupu do finále? Jak bys zhodnotil dnešní finálové utkání?
Tak já myslím, že ten postup do finále nebyl senzační, jsme si to vybojovali, měli jsme možná ten zápas o něco složitější než Radotín, trochu těžší, ale udělali jsme, co jsme mohli, prostě bojovali jsme, škoda utekl nám začátek, první perioda. Pak si myslím, že to byl vyrovnaný zápas, v závěru jsme doufali, že trošku ještě dotáhneme a bohužel se to nepovedlo. Děkuji fanouškům, hlavně těm, co poučejí.
Pavle, co je potřeba změnit do příštích zápasů proti Radotínu, aby tak, jak jste hráli v té druhé půlce a trošku zdramatizovali to utkání, tak aby se vám nestávaly ty uniklé začátky?
Musíme pokračovat v tom, co děláme. Připravujeme se dobře, bojujeme, trošku kvalita ještě nám chybí, ale myslím si, že v příštích letech to bude čím dál tím blíž a blíž.
Jsi hrdý na svůj tým, jak jste hráli, jakam jste se dostali v letošní sezóně, nebo je to zklamání nakonec?
Jako pro mě je to zklamání, ale na tým jsem moc hrdý. Moc.
Díky moc. Tak, teď jsem tady s Tomášem Krotkem, členem vítězného týmu LCC Radotín. Tomáši, jak se ti hrálo dneska?
Hrálo se nádherně nakonec. Včera jsme se zamakali s tím, se Lobem. To nás připravilo na finále, myslím, pořádně. Věděli jsme, co musíme zlepšit a dneska jsme se do toho opřeli od začátku. První periody se nám podařila krásně a dotáhli jsme to do vítězného konce.
Byla rozhodující ta první perioda, kdy jste vyhnali teda Tomáše Čekala z branky, což bylo poměrně překvapivé, měl perfektní utkání včera, takže to byl asi velký krok k tomu to utkání dohnat do konce. Co si o to myslíš?
Myslím si, že rozhodně a že všichni kluci makali na tom, my jsme tady ten zápas urvali, hráli jsme tady na Jižním Městě. Většinou se tady trápíme, dneska se nám to povedlo. Jsem nadšenej, povedlo se krásně.
S bráchou jste předváděli parádní akce. Co k tomu říct, jak se ti hraje s bráchou a jak moc jsi nadšenej z toho?
Asi jako řeknu, je to splněný sen. Čekal jsem na to od té doby, co se narodil, že si konečně spolu zahrajeme a myslím, že jsme dneska ukázali, že to asi spolu docela umíme.
Hráli jste fantasticky, běž se připojit ke svýmu týmu k oslavám. Díky.
Dámy a pánové, jubilejní 40. sezóna NBLL je u konce. My jsme viděli důstojnou tečku za tímto, troufnu si říct, extrémně dlouhým ročníkem. A tak ještě jednou prosím potleskem poděkujte oběma týmům, které jsme měli možnost v 80. zápase NBLL 2025 vidět. A teď už pojďme dekorovat. Vynikající sezónu má za sebou tým Jižního Města, který prošel nástrahami play-in kola a nakonec vybojoval stříbrné medaile. Dámy a pánové, SKL Lacrosse Jižní Město. Dámy a pánové, titul šampiona NBLL obhájili a vítězi 40. ročníku NBLL se stávají Custodes Radotín. Dámy a pánové, drahá NBLL rodino, toto je konec 40. sezóny NBLL. Děkujeme za to, že jste s námi, děkujeme za to, že fandíte box lacrossu a těšíme se s vámi na viděnou v té další 40. Mějte se hezky.